Digestion process, the process by which the food is broken into simple form so that it can be taken in or absorbed by the body is called digestion. So whatever you take the food, that divide will be divided into simple form so that it can be taken in and absorbed by the body is called digestion. See, a digestion means whatever you take the food that is broken into a simple form so that it can be taken in or absorbed by the body is called a digestion. Okay students, how about this process will be taken down? Let we discuss one by one. Let different organs like a mouth, food pipe, stomach, liver and intestine in the body help in the process. This organ from the digestive system, the processes of digestion takes place in number of steps. See, whatever we eat the food, it will not digest very easily. They have a number of tests. A number of the steps will be there. For example, for writing only we have required so much of materials. Okay, we required a pen or pencil, book, and a madam should be written on the board, and whatever she has explained, that is all have to keep it in your mind. Then will be taken into the notebook. This everything should be in your mind. Okay, fine students. That is mouth, food pipe, stomach, liver, and intestine is the body body help in the process. Okay, fine. Let we discuss one by one what are the steps and all. Okay students, you have first one will be having inside the mouth. The digestion starts in the mouth, so whatever we eat it through the mouth only we'll be eating. Food is broken down by the teeth and mixed with saliva, so will be taken down by the teeth and mixed with saliva. That saliva is a digestion juice produced in the salivary gland. See, students, saliva is a plays an important role in our body. That is, saliva is digestion juice produced in the salivary gland. So, it performs the function of changing starch in the food into the sugar. So, whatever the present in the starch in the food, that will change it to sugar. That is why bread tastes like a sweet as we eat it. So, when the salivary gland it is performed in that is saliva is a digestive juice that produce in salivary gland. This performs what they perform, the starch will be there. The starch is changes to sugar. This is why the bread tastes like a sweet as we eat it. Okay. From the mouth, the food goes into stomach through the food pipe. See here, this is what is the process. I'll be explaining this. Okay, fine students. First, we'll be having the food. Here, the salivary gland will be there. The salivary juice will be there. That is by using the salivary gland, the starch will be converted to sugar. When you eat something else, you feel the bread, sugar, or spicy, everything will be through this gland. Then the food goes into the food pipe. This will be represented as a food pipe. This is a food pipe student. This is a food pipe. Next, what happens to inside the stomach? The food reaches the stomach via the food pipe. It will reach to the stomach. Okay, the stomach is bag made up of muscles. This bag is made up of muscles. Okay, this bag is made up of muscles. The chewed food is again crushed and mixed with the several digestive juice by the walls of the stomach. See here, the food will be what we eating. It further mixed and break into many small. The chewed food is again crushed. How will crush the papers? No, similarly it will be crushed, and it is how it is crushed by the several digestive juice in the by the walls of the stomach. This is the wall student. This wall will be make the food to be crushed and with the help of the digestive juices. Okay, produced by the walls of the stomach. This juice further break down the food. So what happens further into making down the food remains in the stomach about 4 hours. So what happens, it will be key continuous process. So for example, we have a best example means we will be giving an washing machine. Okay, we'll be giving a best example of washing machine. If you put the cloth, it will be keep on turning for a few hours, like for half an hour, like that. Similarly, the food will be remains about 4 hours. So whatever you eat it, for example, we'll be eating 2 to 3 idlis a morning, means after will be not eating, means the food will remains in 4 hours. After 4 hours you feel hungry, means what happens to next step, this food after 4 hours, small intestine means inside the small intestine, this intestine is there now. From the stomach, the food is pushed into a long cold tube called small intestine. It is a tube, no? This is very long tube. It is a pushed into a long coiled tube called intestine. This will be coiled is called intestine. Special digestive juice called bile. Special digestive juice. It is after 4 hours. It is will be entered to this part. This part is represented as a small intestine. It is a juice will be there. That juice will represent as a bile coming into the small intestine from the liver, and it is the that comes into the small intestine from the liver. This juice will be there, no? This is the liver. This will come through the small intestine. Digestive juice also come out from the pancreas. So here the pancreas will be there, no? This will be a pancreas, and it will be come out from that. The mixed juice with the food mixed with the food and convert into simple. Once again, it forms to very simple and soluble substance. The process of digestion is now completed. The process of digestion will be now completed. See here, we'll be taking the food now in mouth only. They started to make a simple, very breaking down, and when it comes to the stomach, then stomach, the further simple will be breaking down. The juice will be there by the walls of the stomach. The once again it crushes the and makes very simple form by the walls of the digestive juice, and once again it stays 4 hours. It comes to a long tube called small intestine. With the help of the bile juice, it once again breaks into a simple manner, and then the process will be completed now. Okay, next the food is now in form of a liquid. The food, what happens, it was solid, no? Whatever we eat it's solid, no? It comes to a liquid. The blood in the walls of a small intestine absorb the digested food, take them into different part of the body. Undigested food, it is not absorbed into blood, goes into the large intestine. So what happens, which are important, that and all will be absorbed by the small intestine of the blood in through the blood. This will be starting to pass through, and entire will be entered to the large intestine. Okay, the undigested food will be entered to the large intestines. In the large intestine is much wider and shorter than the small intestine. It is wider and shorter than the long intestine, small intestine. The extra water from the undigested food is absorbed and carried to the kidney. So whatever will be there now, that extra, I think it will be absorbed by the water by the kidney, and it carry out the kidney. The water from the kidney goes out of the body as urine and remaining solid waste pass out by ball as an excreta through the anus. So everything will be come out by the anus. Okay, students, so this will be your picture of your having your food. So first we comes to the food for mouth, food pipe, stomach stays for hours, and it has converted to very crushes and passes to the small intestine. These small intestines with the bile juice, it will be make into very simple fat. Then it will be converted to the liquid. It is absorbed by the blood, and what are the remaining part, it comes out to the long intestine. It comes to the excreta. Okay, this is a process of a digestion food. So students, you have to think that how it is the process is moving on to our body. Whatever you have at the food, this will be your procedure. Okay, students, so the eating habit should be done through the mouth only. Very how much you will be making into smaller pieces while chewing your food will be bited very smaller pieces. This will be your all the process will be very good. For example, I'll be telling that this is a tip for you people. You whatever you take the food, for example, you have a chapati, you as much as break it, smash it through the mouth itself, then this part and all will be your will be good for your further future also. Without, if you swallow it your food, all this work will be heavy for these organs and it gets damaged. If you, for example, you have a you work for a long period of time continuously, how your body feels sustained, right? Similarly, this will be happen to your inner part of the body. So as much as you have to crush, smash it, make into simple into the mouth itself. Okay, student.